Seems like the wheat crop has seen some yellow wheat across the state this year. And last week we were talking about soil nutrients for yellowing wheat, but Bob, there's also some other reasons that may be causing some yellow wheat across the state.
Yeah, that's correct. This year seems to be lots of different reasons that are causing the wheat to be yellow. We've got a number of those things going on, particularly in this plot in front of us. This is one where it happens to be a disease. Some of the residue-borne diseases like tan spot, septoria, and staganospora. In this plot where you see the yellowing of the leaves getting pretty high up into the canopy, those lesions are going to be covered with little black pepper spots that are the fruiting bodies of this fungus.
What kind of treatment options are there for this in the wheat?
Well, if you do have disease from one of these 3 different fungi, of course, an early season application of a fungicide goes a long way to help that. There is some varietal differences in terms of resistance and susceptibility, but there's not a real high level of resistance as there is to things like powdery mildew and leaf rust and stripe rust.
How does this actually impact the production of the wheat?
Well, these fungi actually live on dead tissue. So they infect the tissue, they gain entrance to the tissue, and then they produce a toxin that kills the green leaf tissue, and then they live on the dead tissue from that. So if you get a bad infection of this, that's why you'll see the leaves turn yellow and then brown, because it kills the leaf tissue and then lives on that dead tissue. But there are quite a few other things that are causing some of this yellowing as well that I need to mention. Instead of, also rather than just the diseases, there's a virus disease, Barley yellow dwarf, that you're going to see yellow tips of leaves, sometimes purplish color, especially if you've had aphids. And then you can go beyond the diseases. There's a phenomenon we call a physiological leaf spot, which is just sometimes has to do with the alternation of warm and hot temperatures with cool and wet temperatures. You get that, you'll get a spotting in the leaves that's just physiological. It's not a pathogen at all. Freeze itself can cause some yellowing and tip burning. And then you also get tip burning from a genetic trait called leaf tip necrosis, which indicates the presence of a leaf rust resistance gene.
And if producers want to learn more about this, you have a recent publication?
Well, there's a pest e-alert that's put out by the Plant Disease and Insect Diagnostic Lab, and the one I put out last week talked a lot about all of the different things that are causing the yellowing in wheat, and probably be another one the end of this week that will talk about some of the same things with it.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Bob Hunger, Extension Wheat Pathologist here at Oklahoma State University.